What is up, Star Wars fans? This is Darth Watts, and in this video, I'm going to be doing a book report for my English class. Um, it's on Star Wars The Force Awakens, official collector's edition by J.J. Abrams and Lucasfilm, which is this one. So it says the official collector's edition, The Force Awakens by J.J. Abrams, the book that is based off the movie, except there's more information about each character in this book. So I would recommend, if you want to know more information about each character in Star Wars Force Awakens, for those of you who don't know, I would recommend reading this book. So in the book about each character, there's more in the book about each character, and the story is basically about the awakening in the Force. There's a scavenger named Rey who was abandoned on Jakku when she was a very young age. Rey meets up with Finn, who used to be a stormtrooper, and ended up abandoning the First Order because he felt ashamed of what he had become. He was abducted by the First Order right after he was born. He was stolen from his family. His stormtrooper name was FN2187. He said that to Poe Dameron when he was rescuing him from the First Order. Poe gave him the name Finn. Poe was going back to Jakku to pick up a droid, BB-8. Their ship crashed on Jakku, which did not kill them. Finn wakes up and finds out he is stranded in the middle of nowhere on Jakku. He goes to the crashed TIE fighter. He finds that Poe's jacket is still in there. He thinks Poe is still in there, and then he saw the ship sink, and then the ship exploded, and then he thought Poe was dead when he really wasn't dead. And then Finn grabs Poe's jacket. And then that's where Finn and Rey meet up. So Finn and Rey meet up. BB-8 discovers that that's Poe's jacket, so BB-8 sinks Finn, destroys him, which Rey chases after him and whacks him on the mouth with her staff. And then the First Order ends up finding the droid, and then the First Order chases them. And then my personal experience is that the character I relate to the most is Finn, because he's a real hero. He abandoned the First Order and rescued Poe Dameron. And when he was captured, the First Order when he was captured by the First Order, they stole the First Order TIE fighter to help Poe escape. And Rey is a real hero because she defeated Kylo Ren. And also, my personal experience is that they both inspire me to be the hero of your own story. Now, the three following books are Star Wars The Visual Dictionary by Pablo Hidalgo, Star Wars Bloodline by Claudia Gray, and then Star Wars The Force Awakens Art by Lucasfilm and Phil. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. It starts with an S. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. So let's move on. So, first of all, vocabulary. Well, interest is to assign responsibility. Environment. is surroundings, pretty much, and then surroundings of person, animal, plant. Of course, we know that. Um, and then envision is a possible future, and there's like envisions in Star Wars. Like Luke had a vision of the future, and he thinks that Leia was gonna die. Like he had a vision of the future of Leia and his friends were all gonna die because they ended up getting. That's in The Empire Strikes Back, where they in The Empire Strikes Back, Luke had a vision during his training, and he thinks they're gonna die, but they ended up didn't. They ended up not dying, but they did get captured by the Empire. But they were able to they were able to escape. They were able to escape. Okay, so questions are, and if you have an answer for any of these questions, please comment down below. All right, so questions are: who is the main character? Of course, you should know. Of course, a lot of Star Wars fans like me should know that. Who is the supreme leader of the First Order? Snoke. I already gave you that answer. And what was Kylo Ren trying to find in The Force Awakens? So those are the 3 questions. I already answered one of them for you, so don't answer that. So the quote is, Kylo Ren and his iconic lightsaber, which Kylo Ren constructed himself, is called a cross-guard lightsaber. And then Adam Driver said, for me, this has been a lot of process where a lot of external things been formed that gave me more information, says Adam Driver, Kylo Ren's evolution. And personal response, I like the story because it's finally, I like stories because it's finally completing saga. George Lucas, in case you guys didn't know, George Lucas originally planned 9 films from the start. The reason why he didn't make 7, the final reason why he didn't make 7, because he was going to do 7, 8, and 9 right after the prequels. But the final reason why he didn't make them is because of the hate on the prequels. So that's why he didn't make them, and then he ended up selling them to Disney. Now Disney's making Star Wars 7, 8, 9, and he had his own vision too of Star Wars 7, 8, 9. He had his own vision. So, and Star Wars The Force Awakens is the start of the sequel trilogy. We're finally going to see the end of the Skywalker saga, because what do we got? We got The Rise of Skywalker coming out in December. So we're going to see how it all ends. What else was I going to say? There was originally supposed to be 3 Star Wars trilogies by George Lucas, which I mentioned earlier. The prequel was supposed to represent the beginning, the original's the middle, and then the sequel represents the end. And every story's got to have a beginning, a middle, and an end. That's something I learned back in elementary school. Is that every story's got to have a beginning, a middle, and an end. And then the prequel represents the beginning, the originals represents the middle, and then the sequels represents the end. So the theme is confronting fear is the destiny of the Jedi. Yeah, and it was even said in the Rise of Skywalker trailer. The moral of pretty much 7, 8, and 9 is basically confronting fear. Learning to confront fear is the destiny of the Jedi. And then Now I'm going to read a page from this. I'm going to pick a page and I'm going to read it. So, alright, let's read about, hold on. Let's read about Kylo Ren right here. This concept. So it says, the First Order Stormtroopers, Kylo Ren descends the ramp of his command shuttle. Well, Kylo Ren descends the ramp of his command shuttle to oversee an invasion force. Ryan Church. Is that how you pronounce it? Ryan Church created this piece primarily as a ship design, giving production sense what was needed to be built, and what could the digitally added later by what could be the digitally added later industrial light and magic. So yeah, sorry I had trouble reading that because it was a little small. I don't have my reading glasses, so. But that's what it says. I read that, and that's all I have to say for this video. Be sure to smash the like button. Let me know in the comment section what you think of this video. And I will see you all later in another video.